name is Nick Jones. I am currently the associate principal for the 7th through 12th grade middle high school here at Palmetto Eagle.
My name is Brittany and I'm a junior here at Palmetto Eagle.
My name is Kelly McConaughey and I'm in 8th grade and 7th grade special education teacher.
My name is Kimberly Hine and I teach agriculture education and am the empathy advisor here at Palmetto Eagle High School.
My name is Savannah Casey. I'm in 8th grade.
My name is Angel Casey. I'm in 10th grade here.
I'm Jenna Duffy. I'm a junior here at Palmetto Eagle. I came home. My parents came in. I walked into my parents' room. My mom was sitting there crying as she told me she had breast cancer. It was going to be a rough couple of years.
Some pain, and I decided to get it checked out at the doctor after it didn't go away for about a month. At that time, I went to the VA in Madison, Wisconsin, where they did an ultrasound, and I had a growth on a testicle.
My sister-in-law, Tammy Hine, who was diagnosed in August of '99 with ovarian and uterine cancer, who passed away in March of 2000. And currently my youngest sister, Carlene Krieger, was diagnosed with breast cancer on the 16th of December of 2016.
I found out a week or two before Thanksgiving, so right before the holidays. I found a lump. I have breast cancer. I found a lump and I called in to get my screening, which was expired like the next day or whatever. I had one in my record that I could go in and get my screening, and I told them that I had a lump, and they're like, no, we're getting you in right away for a diagnostic. And when I first found out, I was like completely non-functional. It was such a shock, and then I got over that. Mostly now I'm fine. I'm tearing up a little bit now. Sorry, but it becomes like your life.
When I was in 7th grade, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. It was a really quick battle that he had. It only lasted about a week. It was really progressive. It started in the lungs and it had spread to everywhere in his body really quickly.
One day our dad just came home and he was doing his normal thing, and all of a sudden he heard something in the bathroom, and she was sick and she just got to the point where she couldn't do anything, so she went to the hospital and they told her that she was going to have to do some more tests, and later on they figured out she had breast cancer.
Prior to that, my experience with family, my brother, we were both in the Air Force. He did 3 tours in Iraq. He came back, had a cough. They did a CAT scan on him, or CT scan on him, and he had a huge tumor in his chest, which was a sarcoma cancer. They put me into surgery that Friday, and I had a surgery to remove it, and then they did a biopsy and everything of it, and it turned out to be cancerous, and it had spread into the lymph nodes in my abdomen. Very minimally. We caught it pretty quick. So at that point, I started chemotherapy in that summer and went through my chemotherapy regimen was I'd do 5 days of about 8 hours a day of chemotherapy, and then I'd do 2 Mondays, and then I'd have another 5 days, and then 2 Mondays, another 5 days.
3-4 months after she went to the hospital, she started losing her hair, and then she started having pains in her legs and her arms.
They discovered that I had stage 3 breast cancer, so it's advanced, so my treatment is pretty aggressive. So I started with 20 weeks of chemotherapy, which I'm right in the middle of now. And then I'll have a few weeks off, and then surgery and radiation, about 4 to 6 weeks of daily radiation treatments, like 5 days a week or something like that.
We were 2.5 hours away, and so it was tough. We tried to make it down as often as possible to spend time with them.
You know, I feel sometimes kind of like I'm in prison, you know, like I'm in kind of a prison. And this is what I have to do, you know, this is the penance I have to pay or whatever. I also think of it as kind of like my full-time job is cancer, is treating my cancer, so.
On the Sunday afternoon, before she had died, and we knew that it was going to be just a matter of time, just in her voice, that there was a change in her voice, and she was very much at peace at what was happening.
My mom got cancer. When my dad would leave on business trips and my oldest brothers were at school, I was the person taking care of my mom.
Hard time with that because I don't like people sick. And I did not want to go near her, which was tough for her and tough for me. And I mean, I love her, and I just couldn't do it.
I know she didn't want to see her daughter, like us, watching her and like cut her hair
At a young
or
age.
losing all that weight and all that. I know she didn't want us to see her to go through all that.
She started chemotherapy and basically was told on Ash Wednesday, which would have been the 7th of March, that she was, it was terminal and that she had approximately 6 months, and she died 3 weeks to the day.
He was diagnosed on April 15th of 2013, and he passed away on the 20th of the same year at 44 years old. He was kind of my best friend, so losing him was a pretty big change in my life. He was a super outgoing, easygoing guy.
He went through chemotherapy and had surgery, but he passed away in May of 2007 after about a year battling that.
You know, coming home from school, knowing that her mom wasn't going to be there was definitely hard.
She died in May 2008.
On a Friday.
I never really asked my mom if the wig helped her, but through her daily life she seemed happier. Even my friends didn't know that wasn't her real hair.
Other people that I've seen, a wig really does impact their life after something like that happens, and I think if you're ever planning to donate, wondering if you should, it's definitely an investment you should take upon and really consider because you never really know what you have until it's gone.
One thing when you're going through chemotherapy and cancer treatment is that you can become very self-conscious about your looks and your body because it's taking a lot out on you, and having, you know, programs like this, it could help with that sense of normal.
I think the program of Pantene Beautiful Lengths is awesome. I wish that I had longer hair to help support it.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful to have that option because, you know, trying to have to buy a wig or whatever is ridiculously expensive.
If you're on the fence as to whether or not to donate it,
Definitely do it.
Definitely say do it.
It's a great cause. I've done it before.
My wife and kids are very excited to donate their hair once again this year.
You shouldn't be on the fence because it grows back.
because you never know how you're going to impact somebody else's life.
Like I said, you know, it's so hard, and it was really hard for me to lose my hair too. I had nice long hair and been growing it out for years, and that was probably one of the hardest things.
I think that the relief you get from doing it is a really, really good thing, and you could help a lot of people.
So your hair will grow back. My hair grew back after my chemo treatment. It came back a little curlier, which was awesome for new hairstyles.
For those of you that are donating your hair today, thank you very much. you are making a lasting impact.
Way to step up and be leaders.
Thank you. Thank you for helping.
You deserve a lot of respect, and thank you so much for anyone who's donating. You're going to be helping a lot of people.
No, like I said before, again, I want to take a minute to thank everyone in the community. They've just been so wonderful. Keep donating, keep supporting, keep helping, and hopefully we'll find a cure soon.